Alright, today I'm going to be talking about John Carpenter's Christine. This movie is from 1982. No, 1983, I'm sorry. After The Thing, everybody was grossed out by The Thing, and The Thing was kind of a commercial disaster, both critically and at the box office. 82 was a stacked year for movies, so it had a lot of stiff competition. If you look at what came out that year, you had Blade Runner, E.T., a whole host of other really popular films that have made their way into pulp culture. The movie didn't do well, so John Carpenter ended up doing a Stephen King adaptation about a killer car, a 1958 Plymouth Fury, cherry red, and the car basically is the embodiment of evil. It's a ridiculous premise, and it's a thoroughly enjoyable film. The movie looks great. This didn't have cinematography by Dean Cundey. The cinematography is actually done by Donald M. Morgan, who would also do the cinematography for Starman. But this is a great looking John Carpenter movie. Has really awesome special effects, some incredible stunt driving. There's a scene where the car catches on fire when a gas station blows up. It's incredible. They blacked out the windows on the vehicle so that you couldn't see the driver because John Carpenter didn't want you to know whether it was Arnie Cunningham, played by Keith Gordon, or if it was the car itself that had a mind of its own. So the stunt driver had to basically drive blind. The movie, as I said, stars Keith Gordon. He's a nerd playing this kid named Arnie who gets bullied at school, really doesn't get along great with his parents. Okay, his best friend is played by John Stockwell. The character's name is Dennis, who's kind of a big man on campus, jock on the football team, right? It also co-stars Alexandra Paul. You would know her probably from her later work on Baywatch. She plays a character named Lee, who is the love interest of Arnie. Also showing up in this film, we have Harry Dean Stanton. You know him from Alien. He was also in John Carpenter's Escape from New York. Harry Dean Stanton did work on Twin Peaks as well. Movie's got a great soundtrack. The stunt work's incredible. There's a scene in the movie that's a big standout where Christine fixes herself, and it's really an incredible scene. It was done by crushing the car with the hydraulics from the inside, so the car basically implodes on itself, and they just reverse the footage. But it really holds up. The practical effects in the movie are incredible. There's not really a lot of violence in the film as far as like super graphic gore or anything, and they were worried about getting a PG rating because the PG-13 rating hadn't come out yet. So in order to get an R, they added a bunch of language to the movie. So the movie does have a lot of language. It's not like Scarface level of language, but there's quite a bit more than previous John Carpenter films because they didn't want to get a PG rating because they thought it would, it's a horror movie. But as far as the violence, the car, the scenes, just the way it's laid out with the car stalking people. The car uses the radio, which uses 1950 songs to communicate, basically to show the car's emotions. This is a really good one. I think it's underrated. I think it's one of John Carpenter's best horror films. So if you've never seen it, or if it's been a long time since you watched it, check it out. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day. God bless.